on the computer. Okay, now, yes, I'm done. So this sharing, this what has been shared is never hidden. It's not even one step away, but nobody can reach it. Nobody can get it. It's never one step away, but nobody can get it. This sharing, this message is basically, what this message is basically pointing to is that there is no one, there is no center, there is just no me, no person, no individual. So all there is just what apparently is. That is the natural reality. But natural reality, nobody is within this natural reality. Nobody is outside of this natural reality, which is just what is. What is sitting here, having this meeting, or watching television, watching news, watching royal funeral today. Just here listening, understanding, or totally get lost. That is just what is. What is this room, this computer screen. And in all this, there's just nobody in it. And that there is no me, that there is no person, this cannot be proven. This cannot be known, it cannot be understood, cannot be tasted. This is being said, there is no me. This is not some ultimate truth. It's not a personal knowledge or achievement. That is just already, there is no me. This cannot be proven. This is not some knowing. Someone knows there is no me. That one who needs to know or needs some evidence that there is no me, that one is an illusion that never exists. And no one knows that me doesn't exist. That's such a paradox. That's why this sharing, this message can't really be shared, because it's not about some substantial truth. So in a way, it's like sounds like a mystery, but that is the natural reality, which is all there is, which is whatever is. Sitting here, you, me, thinking, feeling, getting frustrated, feeling happy or sad, just what is. No center. This is basically what this message, so to say, about. It's not about something. This message is just pointing to there is no me. There's nobody's knowledge. So that was my introduction. Please feel free to speak. Oh, is there someone raising hand? Yes, please, unmute yourself. Yes, hello, Gary.
Hello, May. Your
Yes.
introduction was very, very clear. Perfectly said. Why doesn't the illusion just drop then, having heard that once?
Pardon, you said why did...
Yeah, your introduction was perfectly clear, and I'm just asking myself, why does not the illusion of me drop immediately?
Because the illusion cannot drop. I mean, it is because it's not a real illusion. I mean, illusion of me is a me. It doesn't exist, so it cannot drop. It's like you cannot take off the emperor's new clothes. It's impossible to take it off.
Yeah, the me cannot drop because it's not there.
No.
But still, the illusion seems to get stronger and stronger.
The illusion cannot get stronger. That which doesn't exist cannot get stronger or weaker.
It feels like it gets stronger with the contraction in the body, unless it's nobody's contraction.
Yes, that sense of contraction seems to get stronger. That is what happens.
But to no one.
Yes, to no one. And there's just no control of it, getting stronger or getting weaker. That sense is stronger or weaker. It's just what apparently is.
It seems a bit unlucky to have that apparent what is. I'd rather pass it on to my next door neighbor.
That sense getting stronger or that sense getting weaker, that is also what is.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. That sense also has no center. Centerless sense. Apparently appearing to nowhere. There is someone sent a message. The self or illusion is so real. So is there a denial of the illusion of self? Thank you. The self or illusion is so real. The self, actually, that is the sense of me. That is a sense of separation. For the me, experientially, it feels absolutely real. It can only think. It can only, by intellectual thinking, to think this is not real. And then it is just conceptual, because experientially it is real. Its own existence is real. And then it hears this message, so it can only interpret intellectually. Is so real. Yes, definitely. It feels so real. I'm definitely sitting here and you are over there. I'm absolutely real sitting here. This is undeniable. So is there a denial of the illusion? Denial of the illusion of self. Yes, kind of intellectual denial. But energetically, its direct experience is real. I'm the real existence. Yes. It is real. For itself, it is real. I'm real, and it projects its reality, its own reality toward everything. The world, you, I'm real, therefore you are real. The others are real. And there's a world which is real. There's a life, there's birth, and a real birth. I was born, and then there will be a real end. A very scary end of me. It is definitely not understandable, but uh, it's seen by no one. But it is
but when it is seen by no one.
Oh yes, yes. It is absolutely simple, amazing, obvious, and just what happens. Yes, yes, absolutely. You know, there are different teachings. They say you are. They say either you are nothing, or you say you are everything. You are everything, or you are nothing, and then you are everything, everything, everything. You are oneness. You are wholeness. You are everything. But this is even simpler, more direct than that, because it's not about you are this or that. You are everything or you are nothing. If there is not even you who can be anything, there is no you at the first place. There is just what apparently what is, and what is, it's just the unknown, which is all there is. Yes, it is absolutely simple. What's the purpose for all of this? There's no purpose. There's just no purpose and no meaning. But when it is said there's no purpose, there's no purpose, there's no meaning, it has nothing negative. Like there is no meaning, it's nothing negative. But when this elusive me hearing this, it can only interpret this meaninglessness as something really negative, as rejection of something, you know. But natural reality is purposeless and meaningless. That is a natural reality. It doesn't know itself. It doesn't know itself existence. It doesn't know itself being whole or complete. No one knows about wholeness and about wholeness. No one knows unfulfillment. The wholeness doesn't experience itself as being whole and complete. There's never anyone walking around can, saying, oh, this is wholeness. I know what wholeness is. The purpose for all of this, just no purpose, just what is, no reason. It's not also not the result of. Just timelessly what is. Simultaneously isn't. It is not something concrete, something substantially real.
There is a chat message.
Oh yeah. Who is? Do you still perceive alive with separate individuals? Do you still perceive alive with separate individuals what's on your mind when you wake up in the morning? Do you still perceive a life? There isn't this sense of I'm perceiving. There isn't this sense of perceiving, like I'm experiencing, perceiving. You know, my work, I'm an acupuncturist, and the acupuncture I'm practicing is quite a unique school. It requires that the practitioner to observe patients very carefully, how they speak, their mimic, their voice, their sound, you know, the voice, how does their voice, what kind of quality in their voice, the color, very subtle color of the complexion, you know, and their emotion. So this observing, just going on, just, you know, doing this, you kind of be extra alert, sensitive to all those signals. So observing is just happening, going on. But there isn't anyone who is consciously, oh, I am observing or experiencing, observing. Observing just happens, or perceiving happens. You know, when people come, at the first glimpse, I saw something. Oh, today, or he or she looks a bit stressed or disturbed or whatever. So it happens by itself, but no one is in the center. No one is consciously observing it. And then that one, what's on your mind when you, it depends. Depends. I mean, it could be, oh shit, I'm too late today. Sometimes I, you know, the time, and oh, I got 20 minutes. So depends. Can anything can appear on my mind. There's nothing like, or nothing on my. It can be anything. Can be what shall I eat? Breakfast, or I just skip the breakfast. Can be anything. Can be anything, or can be what shall I wear today? Which clothes? Anything. Do you see yourself in another, like oneness? There is absolutely no experience of this is oneness. Or it's also, there isn't also anyone walking around, you know, like I have two sons, we are living together. It's like, oh, they are not real. Absolutely, they are my son. Sometimes I get cross with my sons. Anything. I have, there isn't anyone. There couldn't be anyone there to experience oneness or to see things as oneness. Oneness or wholeness. Maybe this is what you, it's the same. It cannot be seen, cannot be grasped, be known. Because there is nothing separate from what is oneness. There's just no separation. The separation is an illusion that I am separate from oneness, that I can see oneness, I can perceive oneness, or I can experience. I have the experience of oneness. That is dream. That is a dream. That is bullshit. I have the experience of oneness. That is just bullshit. Nobody has experience of oneness. Oneness is just what is. That is the natural reality. It is just everything. Sitting here, speaking, talking, listening, laughing. Oneness is not some kind of phenomenon which can be reached, can be seen, can be gained after hard working.
Maar you forgot one from Beate. That.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Before that,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It is so energetic and so wonderful, hopeless, nothing ever to reach or do. Yes, absolutely. Yes. It is so energetic. I mean, it is so full of life, but for no one. It is, yes, it is all what is happening apparently, yet nothing really is happening. There's such aliveness, it's such energetic, it's such an aliveness. Absolutely, yes. Nothing ever to reach, nothing ever to lose. Yes, yeah. Doing things just happens, or just not doing anything happens. It just happens by itself. Yes. I don't see myself. I mean, there isn't an I who can see myself or the other. There isn't an I to see anything. No greater peace on a permanent base as a byproduct of no me. No greater peace on a permanent base as a byproduct of no me. I always think, without the me, how could there be any resistance to anything? No greater peace as a byproduct. Byproduct, it's no me, that there is no me is already the case, is the natural reality. So it's not like a byproduct. It is already this now, I mean, now there is no now, but timelessly, there is no me. There's never a me, never a single moment, a second, there's a me. I always think, without me, how could there be? That is, without me is already the case. Without me is already the case. Yes, natural reality has no resistance to anything. That is whatever is happening. You know, war is happening. The apparent disasters, natural disasters, climate, you know, flooding in Pakistan. This war is going on, all these things are happening. That is, there's no, yes, what happens has no resistance. What is has no resistance to what is. So that is already the case. And it's not about, here in this case, any resistance to anything. It is not about to accept things or to tolerate, in a sense, you know, to tolerate, to accept, to find everything okay to happen. You know, the war is going on, and that is what happens. What happens also strongly against the war is also what is. It's not about no resistance to war. Okay, it is, I have to accept it. No, not accepting the war, fighting, projection is what happens. So no resistance doesn't mean to accept everything. Not yes, that's, I hope I get what you meant. How could there be any? Yes, actually the natural reality, it has no resistance to anything, including having apparent resistance to certain things. You don't like what happened, is also what is. No greater peace for the individual, for the me. Because me itself, it's always in actually what me longs for so much is the peace, peace. That is what me longs for, is no me. But it's such a love and hate. Me is in love and hate relationship with me. It wants to get rid of me, but at the same time, it wants to know how it feels. It wants to claim it wants to claim so to speak, the sweetness of no me. It wants to prove, to taste. It wants to know how it feels of no me. What happens is caused by no one. Yes, it happens by itself, by no one. Absolutely. There is no super power to control what happens. There isn't any holy power, supernatural power to decide, like a high, mysterious, super higher power to decide what's going to happen. It happens by itself. And it only apparently happens because there is no separation from what is apparently happening. So what is apparently happening implies there's no knowing. It is happening or not, it is real or not. There's just no knowing, no way of knowing what is apparently happening. Yes, no one to point. Just there's nowhere to point. No one to point to. No. And there is no direction. So in that sense, there is no cause and effect. Cause is real, effect is real, is only because me is real. It's on this standing point of this, it's on this elusive standing point. There is cause and effect, and they are real for the me only. Peter, to everyone, I'm often initiated by the systematic happiness, sorry, happiness. Quite close. You put marmalade, you put the marmalade on the desk, and in a few minutes, there was wasps. Points so much to an intelligence in the apparent happiness. I'm often initiated by the systematic happiness. I am often irritated. Irritated, sorry, by the systematic happiness. You put on the desk, and in a few minutes there are wasps. That is what happens. That's wasps or bees or some flies. They love this the sweetness of the cake, this marmalade, and just like apparent human, we love this taste, and so do the bees and the wasps or what wasps. The pronunciation I'm not so sure. That is what happens. That you get irritated is also what happens. Nothing wrong. And this is systematic happening. There is no systematic happening. It's just what happens. There isn't a certain system. No, there isn't a, there is a apparently natural law, like the apple falling to the ground, this gravity. It's just what appears. It's nothing really substantially real. So there isn't a systematic happening. It's just apparent happening, just apparent happening. Yes, that wasp, like they are gravitated to the flies, all these insects. They are gravitated to this sweetness. How? Who else not? Points so much to the intelligence in the apparent happiness. This the last part I do not really understand. Points so much to an intelligence in the apparent happiness. This I didn't really get it. Maybe the webs are just as irritated as we are irritated by them. Who knows? They are irritated by us. Maybe. Actually, the irritation happens. There is just no you. Irritation just happens, takes place, but without you. There is no one but 7 billion. Yes, 7 billion or 70. There's never anyone. Yes, there are apparent 7 billion people, but there is no center. There is not a single me. $7 billion.
May.
Oh yes, hello, Mark. Yes.
So, when you say things are just happening, doesn't there also need to be something that is not a happening? Like if you go to a cinema, there are all sorts of images that just happen to appear. They come and go.
Yes.
But there's a presence of a screen that isn't happening. It's not subject to being a happening or a non-happening. It's always there, a presence, changeless, call it conscious presence, upon which happenings are seen to come and go. So does there not need to be that which is not subject to being a happening, from which the me and everything else comes and goes?
Yes, I understand you. It sounds like for things to happen, it's like there's something is needed, like something is stable, something unchangeable, on which what is happening could be seen. It's like what is happening needs a certain condition. What happens has no condition. What happens, what is unconditionally what is, which is what apparently happening. And you mean this screen? The screen is there. It's also what apparently appears like a wall here. You know, you can put things against the wall, and then there's a room when there are walls. But the screen, the movie and the screen is just what apparently appears. Like when you are writing, there is a paper on which you know, the pen, the drawing pictures. That is what happens. The paper appears, the screen appears apparently.
Well, that was just kind of an analogy, but you know, we have to talk about it somehow. There needs to be something that is unconditional. Happenings are conditional. Happening
is unconditional, and it is not a real happening, because there is nothing separate from what is apparently happening. So what is happening or not happening is just unknowable. That's why this word apparently is applied. Apparently means it is happening and is not happening. It's neither real happening nor unreal. That is why this apparent comes to. It's a wonderful word that, I mean, so far it gets to describe. That means it is and it is not. It is happening. It is for the me, for the individual. It is absolutely real happening. No doubt. It's not. It is just obviously, absolutely happening. Like this hand is. I'm really sitting here. This is a real happening. It's nothing apparently. I'm not apparently sitting here. I am sitting here. That is for the individual, for the me. But the natural reality is, because there is no me, so nobody is experiencing sitting here. So what is sitting here? What is sitting here? It is just unknowable. That's why it is apparently sitting here. That means there is no subject, there is no center. No one knows this is sitting here.
Yeah, I guess my issue is it makes it seem like appearances that come and go, that is somehow reality.
Appearances come and go. It is real, it comes as, it's really come and it really goes. That is for the me. For the me, things are coming and going. Thoughts are coming, going. That is a way for the me trying to understand what is happening is not real, because it is coming and going. That is a way of trying to get a hold of this message. For me, for individual, that is, things are coming and going. And that is real. Coming and going is real for the me. Like I'm sitting here, this is real. And me cannot understand what is apparently. There's just apparently sitting here. There's apparent meeting. Me cannot understand, because me's experience is I am here, real. That is all what me knows.
There can be a sense of being, though, of being present, of I am, without
that is exactly, that is a me without story. It kind of, you know, okay, there are stories. Stories are coming and going. to be in the story is too much suffering. There is a way, okay, trying to stay back, be detached, just watching. That is me, kind of me without story. But it's still this me, illusion. It is observing, so not getting involved in the story. Too much suffering there. Then it is trying to identify with the one which is kind of, not moving, not getting involved emotionally. It feels a little bit better than in the turmoil of the emotions, thoughts. Still,
Yeah, I can see
separate.
that can
Still
be
it is, yes,
kind of
it's
escapism, but yeah.
it's a kind of solution to escape the story for a while.
A solution for something that doesn't really need solving. Yeah.
Because the separation, even me is trying to stay at this position of watching, aware, not getting involved. Even it tries to stay at this, it's still separate. It's like, here is the awareness and there is what's going on. It's still separate. And it takes huge effort to remain as awareness.
Yeah.
It can succeed for a couple of minutes, to stay here.
Yeah. No,
Being detached,
yeah.
just for a little while. It's so exhausting.
Yeah, well, I think I've exhausted what I have to say for right now. I'm still trying to, me is still trying to get it, but thank you. That was very helpful. Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely not helpful. But there is something, even without me, nothing is with me. Everything is without me. And then that's everything. But there's just no me. Nothing has a me involved. Nothing, all what is happening is never a me being involved. Without me, unconditionally, without me is the natural reality, is already what is. It's never a single moment there is the me. Unconditionally, there is no me. Oh, this is the time. So this is all about, this message is just pointing to that there is no me. And this cannot be proven, cannot be known. That is a paradox. But it doesn't need any, it's not needed. It's impossible to know, and it's not needed because there isn't anyone who can do it. There's just no one. It's not anyone who is not good enough, not spiritual enough, not being practicing enough. It's just because there is no one in the first place. And that is already so timelessly. There's no way that there could be a me, and nobody can know it. Nobody can experience. There is no me. There's just no me. Thank you, everyone, for your joining.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I will stop the recording.